Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my London walking videos. And this is part 3 of my walk around the Regent's Canal in London. But this is the section from Camden Town towards Lime House, which I've never walked before. In fact, actually, I have walked through this part before via another walk. In that walk, we went through Mile End and Mile End Park, kind of walked past this section of the canal. But today's walk, in this canal walk, I'm actually trying to complete the east side section of the canal, which is from Camden Town towards Limehouse. And this is part 3 of the walk, so we are almost at the end now, just another hour to go. However, obviously, I'm not going to run the video for the whole hour. I'm going to cut short and kind of speed it up a bit to get things along a lot quicker. So we're now towards the final section of it. If you have missed the other 2 parts, then I would put a link down in the description box for you to go and watch those parts 1 and part 2 of the video. Now, Regent's Canal is the name given to the London section of the Grand Union Canal. I think that's how it goes. Basically, the Grand Union Canal is a big, massive canal network that connects England together. In the old days, the canal was used to transport goods throughout the country because there was no trains, no lorries, cars, planes, or any other kind of transport medium. The only way to transport goods across the country was through the canal. So the canal was a really important waterway at the time. And see the path that we're walking on now. This towpath was actually built for horses because see the barges that carry the goods. Well, there was no electrical engine in the old days to get them moving. The only way, and you can't use sails on the canal, so the only way to get the barges moving along nice and easily would be getting the horses to pull them along. So the towpath that we're walking on now was built for horses. But obviously nowadays these canal was redundant because goods and stuff are being transported via trains, trucks, and lorries. So the canal has been turned into a very nice leisurely walking path, which is what I'm doing today. And I am told that if you want to, you can actually walk from here, from this London Regent's Canal, all the way up to Birmingham. Because I think in the old days, Birmingham was like a big industrial manufacturing site. So a lot of the manufactured goods need to be transported across the country via the canal. So that's why, if you really wanted to, you can try and walk it from here to Birmingham through the, via the canal route. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I would only be doing the Regent's Canal across London. Even then, it took me quite a few tries. So I've done various walks on the canal, different sections of it. I will put a link in the description box to all the other walks along the canal. If you want to watch it, go and enjoy. Another thing I noticed walking along this section of the canal, which by the way, this section we're walking on is from roughly around Islington towards Limehouse. So along this section, I've noticed there's a great big chunk of algae is appearing all over the place. As you can see, there's big massive carpet of it right here. And I haven't noticed that in other sections of the canal. And I think that's because over here, the water is very still, very quiet. There's just no movement on it because there's no boats or barges moving along. So the water is just probably stagnating or something, allowing the algae to accumulate and multiply. And also the fact that it has been very nice and sunny for a whole week or more. So the algae kind of producing itself through photosynthesis. I think that's a process of plants kind of multiply and turn green through photosynthesis. So that's my biology science class coming back to me there. So I'm really impressed. It's looking very nice. It wasn't smelly or anything like that. It just looking all of a sudden you come across this giant carpet of green algae on the canal. It makes it feel very natural and organic. Oh, by the way, just thought I'd let you know, on the left-hand side is Mile End Park. Ever since the beginning of this video, we have been walking through the canal section of Mile End Park. So you can see the grassland on the left-hand side is Mile End Park. Therefore, for whatever reason, if you want to get out and go into the park, then you can just turn left and wander into the park. But we are going to continue walking straight down until we get to Lime House Basin, where the walk ends. But you can tell from here kind of onward, the canal section here becoming very industrial. It has a very industrial feel to it. So I'm guessing in the old days, this must be a very busy working area where the boats and barges kind of come in to load and unload their cargo, because you can see on the left-hand side are lots of these industrial warehouses. But I think most of it has now been converted into other uses. So there are lots of commercial buildings, storage, and even residential housing. So it's completely changed. But you can see that it's a very rough, very industrial working area once upon a time. And on the right-hand side, on the opposite side of the canal, are lots of new modern built flats and apartments, because a lot of people, this area has been transformed into service the financial sector at nearby Canary Wharf. So you will see it's been repurposed for modern day usage now, and it's becoming a very expensive and sought after area because of the new financial centre of Canary Wharf, which is not far from here. If you watch my other video of the walk along the west side of the canal from Camden Town towards Paddington, you will see that that opposite end is totally, completely different feel, because that section of the canal actually walk through Regent's Park, and that's a very expensive, posh area of London, because Regent's Park was built or set up by the Prince Regent as an expensive luxury housing kind of playground sort of thing. So it has a completely opposite look and feel to this East End London working industrial area. Okay, I think we are coming to the end of the walk now, or very near there, because we have reached Lime House Basin, which is the destination of this walk. There's a Limehouse DLR somewhere around here, and we're just looking out for it. I need to take the train to go home because it's been a very long walk. This must be, by the time we reach here, it must have been around about 3.5 to 4 hours of walking we have done. So it's been a long day. You can obviously continue walking around here if you want. It's a very nice area. I think I have done a walk with a walking group around this area before, but I don't think this is part of the canal anymore. This is now the River Thames. So the canal kind of joined into the River Thames, and then the river would wend and wide its way all the way up to across England, up to Birmingham somewhere. But the the official Regent's Canal across London, I think, kind of ends here. But whatever, I am going to end the walk here because my feet is killing me, and I need to take the train home from here. It's getting dark as well, and I think the DLR train station is just straight ahead of me. Alright, so I'm heading now towards the DLR train station, and DLR stands for Docklands Light Railway. It's not an underground system. The Docklands Light Railway is an overground system, and it's fairly new. I think it's only about 20, 30 years old. It was built to service this new financial centre that's sprung up in this area. That's why all these new buildings and a totally new railway system just to service this area. Whereas the underground is about 155 years old. So compared to this, this is fairly new and modern. And the train has just gone past overhead above me on the bridge there. So here's the station. Well, that is it. We are coming to the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I shall catch up with you in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.